Hey, what's going on, wrestling fans? My name is Brian Crazy. You're watching my brand, that from Brand of Wrestling, and entertainment here on YouTube.com and the World Wide Web. Since 2010, proudly providing you with wrestling news, reviews, rumors, insight that you're grown accustomed to. And you saw the title of this video. I am back with my main event review for tonight, the May 15, 2013 edition of Main Event. And I thought it was a pretty solid show. It was a good wrestling show. It was only an hour long. That's what Main Event is. And you know what? We got 3 matches. That was one of my biggest complaints when the show launched, that I would love to see 3 contests, a little less video packages, a little more matches. We got 3 matches. I would have liked to see them be a little bit longer. You know, yet again, like we see on SmackDown, like we're seeing on Raw throughout the night, just constant replays and constant replays and constant replays. Now, I understand that these are, you know, the big matches that are going to happen to Extreme Rules. I understand this is one of your last opportunities to sell the pay-per-view, but just the constant replays and constant replays and constant replays are starting to alienate the audience, including a hardcore fan like myself. So we have Kane go against Seth Rollins in the first match. This is a great contest, a lot of back and forth action. These guys are just going at it for a good amount of time. Then we see the Shield, they get involved. They, you know, attack Kane, cause a disqualification. He picks up the win via DQ. They go for the triple power bomb. This is when the Uso brothers come out. They make the save when the Usos, you know, cracks one of the members of the Shield with a nice super kick. I mean, and, it was just a good segment. I like how it played out. I mean, this isn't Monday Night Raw. This isn't Friday Night SmackDown. This is a show just to further some storylines along, let some other superstars get a little more exposure. And you know what? The Usos have gotten a lot of exposure on Main Event, and I really do like that. I think the Usos are a great tag team. And I know a lot of people within the WWE have labeled them. They've labeled Primo and Epico, Antonio Cesaro, and many others as boring. They don't have enough charisma. They're not oozing enough charisma. That's because they're not involved in any storylines. They're not, you know, able to show the fans what they got. If you automatically, you know, judge a book by its cover and predetermine that these guys aren't going to be successful, how are they going to ever prove themselves? It's like I always say with the divas. It's like you cut their legs off before they're even given the chance to stand, before they're even able to go out and show what they can do. So I want to know your guys' take on that situation as well. So then the second 2 matches of the night, we have Rhodes versus Gabriel, and we have Sin Cara squares off against Wade Barrett. And Sin Cara makes his return to WWE TV, not really hyped up. Comes back on Main Event. I'm surprised he didn't save this for a SmackDown and try to, you know, really hype this up. But Sin Cara's come and gone several times now. So is this something that you really hype up, or do you just ease him back into the storyline? So he comes back, he squares off against the Intercontinental Champion, who still doesn't have a match at this Sunday's Extreme Rules pay-per-view. I wonder if possibly there's going to be a rematch of this match that was on Main Event. It was non-title. Sin Cara did get the win in this match, and like I always say, when a face goes over a heel, pretty much the feud is done. But when it's for the title, it's still up in the air. That gives him a future opportunity. When a heel goes over on a face, the feud, you know, the feud can still continue. The feud continue. But when that, you know, the face finally gets the win, it's over. So you had Sin Cara come back. Not much build, but he ends up picking up the win over Wade Barrett. If they do turn this into a match at Extreme Rules, I can understand why they did this. But if they don't, then I honestly don't know why they had this match. Just made Wade Barrett look even worse than he already did. I'm a huge fan of Wade Barrett. I really feel like he should be getting a push. I think he is a great superstar. I mean, and, you know, going after the Intercontinental title is a little bit lower than his previous aspirations. I mean, at one point in time, this guy was trying to take over the WWE and slave John Cena, this, that, or the other. And now he's content in the mid-card division, and he doesn't seem like he's, or at least his character's not being booked and being portrayed like he's hungry for more. So I want to know your guys' thoughts on that as well. But Sin Cara did pick up the win. Like I said, curious if we're going to see this at Extreme Rules. Then we go into the final match of the night, Cody Rhodes versus Justin Gabriel. And honestly, they did this yet again to showcase one of the talents that's going to perform at Extreme Rules, that being Cody Rhodes. Post-match is set up towards the match that we are going to see at Extreme Rules in the YouTube pre-show between Cody Rhodes and The Miz. Rhodes got the win over Gabriel, which did make sense. Rhodes wants to look strong going into the match against The Miz, you know, Sunday. Miz is a former WWE champion. Yes, Cody Rhodes is a former Intercontinental champion, but Miz is former WWE champion, former multi-time U.S. champion, former multi-time tag team champion. Arguably one of the most must-see superstars in WWE today. He is the voice of Main Event, which he did return on commentary tonight. And guys, I thought Main Event wasn't too bad tonight. It was a short little wrestling show, and I enjoyed it. Is there any shame that I enjoyed it? I know there's some psychopathic wrestling fan out there that's, you know, make me look like some sort of bad guy because I like the show, but I liked it. I understand where they were going with this, and the only thing that I question. Like I said, Sin Cara going over Barrett. If there isn't a match at Extreme Rules, then I don't understand why they would do this, why this would make sense. Want to know your guys' thoughts? Drop those in the comment box below. For the F and Brand, my name is Brian Crazy. I thank you for watching, and have a great night.